There we go. Now we are recording. Perfect. So, as I was just going to say, the good news is that, yes, if you remember, you can just call in, or I can just call you like I used to do, and we'll just record it. Right? We just record it like this, right? And I upload the video afterwards. But the good news is that after today, my wonderful sister, who's so much faster at getting back to you guys by email than I ever was, is going to be taking over the website for me. I'm going to go over this afternoon and train her on everything to do with the website so that she can do these posts and stuff like that I just don't have time to do every day. So hopefully more people, like you were saying, some people just don't know that I can still call you. So hopefully once I get her switched over there, that will go so much better. The other thing that's going to be so much better is that we are setting up the POS on my website, the point of sale. So that means that when you want to buy a ticket or a reading or whatever, you can go onto the website and just click and purchase, like when you're buying jeans at the store or something, or online. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to make it so much simpler. Big changes, good changes. Let's me focus on my work, right? Not the stuff that gives me headaches. So before I get started, I'm going to start by calling Holly. But before I call Holly, I have to say, Diane, that both of you, I don't know what this means, but Spirit, when I was in the shower this morning, because that's where they always like to talk to me, because water is a conductor of energy, right? So it showed me the two of you linking energies. So I'm not exactly sure what that means. I kind of feel like, you know how sometimes we learn from other people's stories or something like that? Like, I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because there's something to do with your energies synchronizing on the same day at the same time for a reason. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to call her first, and then I will get to you. So feel free to either leave your camera on or turn it off and just mute it for me if you could.
I will mute it.
Perfect. Here we go. Holly, I am coming to you. Oops, if I dial the right number. Let's see if I can start there. All right. Hopefully my volume is all the way up. It sure doesn't sound loud. Hi, Holly. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm awesome. It's been a bit. So I was just telling Diane, who's on the Zoom link with me, that as I was getting ready today, well, I should back up a little bit. First of all, you've been on my mind for the last week or so. So it's interesting that you call me today, because all of a sudden out of the blue, I've seen your name and felt your energy a few times. So interesting that you call me today. But then when I was in the shower today, I know it's weird, but water conducts energy. So I kept getting shown your and Diane's energy linking up together. And I was told that it was not an accident that you guys were calling in on the same day. So I'm not sure what this means yet. I guess we'll figure it out as we go, but sometimes Spirit will link people together if there's things they can learn from each other. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay, and so I hope you're not mad at me for this, because I'm a little bit nosy sometimes. So when I was wondering why you were on my mind, I might have pulled your cards. And then I pulled some cards again this morning to see what was going on. They were pretty interesting with you. They were pretty interesting. I got to tell you that you show a lot of money and abundance and a new beginning and an independent energy coming around you. But there is something about the old breaking away and the new coming in. But you definitely had the money, the independent, and the working towards a goal financially or work-wise. Do you know what I mean?
I hope I do.
She's like, well, here's hoping. Interesting. No, seriously. Okay, so we're going to do this because I'm already, like, my brain's just firing up. It's your dad in my head. He's like, it's me. Talk to me, not you.
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Okay, both feet flat on the floor for me. I want you to close your eyes, and then I want you to take a deep breath, picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body, and then blow it directly towards me, and give me a minute to focus. Oh, okay. So I know it's your dad's energy and he's not letting anybody else through. He's excited because it's been a bit since we've talked. And the first thing he shows me, like there's a bit of a puzzle dump coming through. You remember what that means, right?
Yeah.
The first thing he does is he's like clearing away everything around you. I feel like he's trying to bat away any kind of negativity, any kind of struggle or challenge. But I do see that there is some kind of tension around you that I don't know how to explain this. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know, it's almost like the over the winter, and because I know that you guys were trying to conceive and things like that, so that challenge and that struggle that you kind of carried with you through Christmas, you're kind of starting to shed that a little bit. And not because you've all of a sudden conceived, but because you are starting to let go and let God a little bit more. It feels like your dad is so excited about this. He's talking about, why is he showing me baseball caps and like games? But this is weird.
John actually has the game on downstairs.
Okay, so
My
he's
team against his team.
there we go. Your dad's like with you at this exact moment, hon, because trust me, I don't do sports. I would not know that. Are you wearing like a baseball hat or something?
I'm not, but John is downstairs.
Isn't that weird? He's proven that he is with you. Okay, interesting. And he just said yes. So he goes, so if I know that, then I'm telling you, I'm hanging out with my grandchild over here. So he's telling you that this is a knowing for sure. This is going to happen, but you're not in a receptive mode yet, unfortunately. We talked about that before. That's what this long winter struggle was about. But here's the thing I don't think that you're realizing, hun. There's something business-wise, work-wise coming into your world. And I think this is why baby couldn't come yet. I think that things are trying to line up for you so that you're in a better position when this child gets here.
It might not be for me, it might be for him, because that's what I asked my dad to talk to me about today.
Shut up right now.
Yeah.
That's what he's showing me. And that's what your cards were talking about. So it's that, there we go. It's him that has to have the independence and the value in work. So that, here's the thing, honey. Oh, I just got goosebumps up and down my whole body. And that's, he's like, why do you think I was showing you him sitting on the couch watching the baseball game, Tracy? Because this is for him. Hello? Oh, that's funny. Because he said, see, do you feel the difference between if we had a baby now and he's in all this uncertainty? Do you feel how that would taint that experience just a little bit? Between when he finds his power and his independence and his worth and his inspiration to move forward, and he feels safe and stable and secure and proud of himself that he's got this something to contribute to his family, and then he becomes a father. The energy of that, do you feel the difference between that and the other?
Absolutely.
Your dad is so proud of you that you've been able to kind of work through that impatience and that, oh, I want it right now feeling, right?
Yeah.
And that's why he's like, you know what? He's upping. I feel like spring is coming out. Like I'm seeing flowers. I'm seeing getting outside again. It's amazing how much the vitamin D from the sun can really, really, really lift our moods and our perspective and help us see things from a different angle that makes it feel not even just okay. It makes it feel worth it. Oh, he loves you so much. He's like, hun, see, if I know what's going on now, I'm telling you, I'm hanging out with your children over here. Only your desire has grown so substantially that I see more than one child there now. You better tone down that desire. You got to understand that desire is like just building and building and building. And as soon as the environment is ripe, it's just going to flow right through.
That is okay.
And then the other thing he said is, and you're going to have to work on that move. You know you have to move. Interesting. What is this? slow this down. Okay, so he's showing me tools now. I think move is the wrong word. There's something about renovations, possibly. It's one or the other. Actually, I'll be honest with you. It's either that we have to transform our space into one that is receptive and ready, or we have to leave it behind and move into a new space. And there's something about unexpected, something unexpected. I don't know what that meant around the house.
I have
Did-
no idea.
Didn't you just move into this place?
He's had it for years. I just moved in a couple of years ago.
Why is he taking me downstairs and then he spins you around and kicks your butt?
We would like to renovate, but at this point, right this second, I don't want to put myself in a lot of debt. But if things work very well with a potential job, then at that point we absolutely would.
Yeah, because your dad is telling you to not worry about figuring out how to get from where you are to where you want to go, the reservation or renovations. Wow, that was a slip of the tongue. Interesting. We'll get to that in a second. Your job is just to visualize it. And when I said that to you, you showed me, whether you know this or not, what you've been visualizing. You've been visualizing the roadblocks. So when you said, I'd love to renovate the basement, but, and then you put all these roadblocks in front, right?
Yeah.
Neat. So all you got to do is just visualize it and get excited that this is about to happen. Because what your dad is showing me is that there's things that have to line up to match the vibration of excitement and love and eagerness that you are putting out. You are so excited. You have so much love to give. And this baby is going to come into nothing less. So don't worry about figuring out the money aspect of it. Just visualize every single day. He said you've been doing a little bit of this, but you've been bringing in roadblocks too. You've been in your visualizations, and I'm guilty of this sometimes too. In our visualizations, we even bring our roadblocks into that. And anything's possible in your mind, right? So why would we do that? It's just habit. So what I mean by that is in your mind, you've been visualizing, if he gets a job, then we're going to do this. Take the if he gets a job out and just see yourself renovating. See the baby coming. See how exciting it is. And don't worry about the time of it. Let that be up to God. Does that make sense? Okay, hold on. I really feel like, is there an offer of a job opportunity on the table right now?
No, but actually, right before you called, maybe about half an hour ago, I was going through, just because I'm always nosy and bored, and there's actually a couple positions that he's going to apply for on Monday. That one of them is actually a company he used to work for, and he's been trying to get back into it. So we're hoping we're putting really good vibes out there. So there's been a couple.
Okay, hold on. When you said that, your dad said, Tracy, please stop her right there. He said, we've been putting some really good vibes out there, but please don't hate me. I love you. I really do. He's kind of giving you a lecture. He's like, well, she says that, but it's not entirely true. And I'm like, she's not going to like that. I think she's going to disagree with that highly. And he's like, okay, listen. So have you been doing meditation first thing in the morning, or what I call focused visualization first thing in the morning?
No.
Do you understand the incredible power of that? People don't understand. They think that this is kid talk or this is like fairy tale bullshit. But I promise you, it is insanely powerful. I'm going to give you homework. I want you to sit down and I want you to put on some meditation music, and I want you to, like, whatever one, go on YouTube. There's 50,000 different types of meditation music. Find one that feels good in your soul. Light some candles, put on an incense or something that smells good. Sit down with a book, and I want you to write your perfect day. Just write the perfect day by Holly. And in your perfect day, my husband gets the perfect job, making more money than he ever thought he was going to make. And we make plans to renovate our room, and I find out I'm pregnant and blah, blah, blah. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Write your perfect day. And every morning when you get up, I don't care if you're doing it while you're brushing your teeth or while you're driving your car, visualize it happening the way you want. Do you know how in your head sometimes you kind of have conversations with yourself and with people, either from your past, things that you've experienced, and sometimes we pull those conversations in the future. We just create these little arguments in our head or these little conversations in our head, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to create a little scenario or a little story in your mind. That's all you got to do while you're brushing your teeth. Sit there visualizing yourself giving birth. Well, maybe not while you got a toothbrush in your mouth. That might be awkward. But you get my point, right? When every chance you get, don't worry about the possibility in the third dimensional realm, because God's possibilities are bigger than you can even imagine. Just visualize it. So when you say you're putting out good vibes there, I have to disagree because, well, not disagree totally, but I have to say adjust a little bit, okay? Just a little bit, because yes, you got some good intentions going out there, but that's like saying, there's a job coming up in the city somewhere and we so got great intentions, we want to get there. So if we can get there, if we can get to that location, he's got the job. So we jumped in our car and drove all freaking day, but we didn't find it. Why didn't you find it? Well, because we forgot to draw the map. We forgot to sit down and figure out how to get there first, right? We forgot to do the what do you call this? The energy work too, the visualization. When you visualize it, then you are creating it. It's the vibrational creation. There we go. You can't get to a location unless you vibrationally created it. So when you've seen it happen in your mind, then it happens in your life. See him getting this job 50 different ways. See him getting the job with a raise, see him getting a job under a bridge, on a boat, read Dr. Zeus a few times. You get my point, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then your dad said, then you guys are situated to, for everything to fly into place. Because once he gets this job and you guys are now at a vibration of ease, that's when baby comes in. And I'm pretty sure I said this to you before, because every time I talk to you, it's like I'm literally seeing big, bold, capital letters. September. So I don't know what that means around baby. I see it around baby. So I don't know if that's pregnancy in September, birth in September, news in September. I'm not exactly sure. Something exciting is happening around September. Interesting. But what you're doing right now is absolutely perfect. You're not focusing on any of that. You're just focusing on having fun. And the more fun you have, and the more you let go of those old challenges that you were dragging, or that disappointment feeling that you were dragging around Christmas, letting go of that is getting you closer and closer and closer to your goals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So your dad just kissed your cheek and he's like, okay, what does that mean? Hold on. So are you wearing shorts right now?
Nope.
I don't know what this is. Did you go out recently? Were you wearing shorts? No, I feel like I'm comfortable in them. I don't know what this means. Do you not usually wear shorts?
No, not really.
Even in summer?
I prefer like skirts and dresses.
Same shit, different pile. I love you. Sorry. Okay, let me rephrase this. Okay. I'm seeing very short garment that comes above the thigh or above the knee, whether that be shorts or skirts. There's something about this. Going out, hot weather, and then your dad hands a razor to, it's John, right?
Yeah.
And says, make sure that we're not like, he's like, okay, now tone it down, I think is what he's saying. He's not shave it off, but tone this down. I don't know what this is. I feel like you guys are going out somewhere in public and he's like, come on, tone it down. Does he have a big beard?
He can. He's been trimming it on and off.
That's your dad's influence, trying to get him to tone it down. Why he's putting you in this, so if this isn't shorts, it's okay, skirts. You know what it is? He's telling you to get the heck outside. Have you been in the house a lot?
I have, yes. And we know we're going to get outside more.
Good. But he's like, you know what? Look hot, look beautiful. These are the last years that you're going to have that gorgeous, perfect little body. As soon as you have kids coming through it, everything changes. Trust me. Oh, he loves you so much. Hold on a second. He just handed you a rose, which is my symbol for birthday, anniversary, or something that happens once a year as he pulls his energy back. I definitely feel like we're going to April. We're in April. The end of the month. Do you know what's going on around the end of the month?
No, unless it's going to be John proposing, because I already know he's getting me a ring.
That would be, I just got like sweaty.
We went ring shopping yesterday, actually.
Oh, so he's congratulating you. And that's why he's saying this is a new anniversary in April. Because I think you're going to remember the day that you went ring shopping even more than the day that he proposes. Slow this down. He's like, make the whole album. Let's make the whole album. Are you making like a proposal album? A wedding album?
It wasn't, no.
You get involved in that. I really think about this because it's about getting your joy level up here, right? It's about getting your satisfaction and joy level as high as it possibly can go. And I really feel like your dad is telling you to celebrate your love, celebrate each other. And that's the other thing I was getting when I was in the shower that I wasn't going to say until you said that. And so maybe I will say it because I think it's for sure coming from your dad. He kept saying, get married first, get married first, get married first. And I was like, that's a little old fashioned, don't you think? And he's like, that's fine. I'm old fashioned. I'm good with that. But it's not about being old fashioned. I think it's about getting that stable base settled first so that your little family has the best chance moving forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and with the pandemic, we were thinking potentially in the summertime anyways, just with everything going on, what we want to do, we probably won't be able to do for several years, so.
I wouldn't count on several years yet. Just one of those, again, you're very practiced at putting these roadblocks in your way of what you want in the future. That's a habit. I don't even know if you realized you have, right?
Probably not, but I also want to make sure that his mom is healthy too.
So all you got to do, so just visualize everybody being at your wedding. Visualize them all healthy. Visualize your dad there dancing, by the way. He's like, you better play that daddy-daughter dance because somebody's stepping up to dance with you and you're going to feel your dad's soul there. Slow this down. But slow down. Hold on a second. He's going really fast. I think because I started to back up. He's talking about, again, this feels like exercises for you in visualization. You're really supposed to practice visualizing the world the way you want it without the restrictions. You're very clear and able to see all of these restrictions in your world. But I want you to see the possibilities more than you can see the restrictions. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm seeing, that makes more sense. I get it. That's why I'm seeing the short skirt and the beard and hearing him say, clean it up a bit. If you're getting married in the middle of summer, make sure that your skirt's not too short. That's funny. Were you thinking of wearing like a shorter, tighter, kind of sexy little dress?
No.
That's funny.
Not at all.
That's good because I don't think he would like that. Your dad seems very conservative. Weird. He's still emphasizing these shorts. Why? I don't know how to understand this energy, hon. I'm gonna let you chew on this as I pull as I let him pull his energy back. I get two things around this. A, you're beautiful. I don't know if there is like some kind of self-consciousness. I don't think so. I've seen you. You're gorgeous. But I don't know what this is because I feel like he's trying to infuse you with all of this self-confidence. He's getting you out. He's saying, get out, get into the sun, bake in the sun. This is definitely not snow weather. This is hot weather. And he's showing me that he's there with you. So if this is not him attending your wedding, there's something coming up this summer that he's going to be there with you and your husband for. Probably the proposal. That's probably what I'm seeing. I bet you. And he's like telling me to shut up right now. So I'm sorry if I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you anyway. I bet you that he's going to propose when you're outside.
My guess is probably. All I know so far is he's going to get the ring soon, and he's already told his family that he's going to propose soon. So that's all I know.
Oh, I'm so excited. I just keep seeing this album and stuff. Think about it, because it's something that your kids are going to love, your grandkids. This is going to give you something to put your focus on that elevates your vibration and gets you extremely eager and excited moving forward. Please know how happy your dad is and how proud he is of you. And he said, now go do your homework. That means visualize the world the way you want it. No restrictions, no COVID, no sickness, no roadblocks of any kind. Visualize flying monkeys if that's what makes you happy in your visualizations. Just visualize whatever you can imagine, because I promise you, more than often, those things come true in ways that blow your freaking mind. And that's really when we see the magic in the universe, right? If we don't have the courage to ask for more than we think is possible, then we don't get more than what we think is possible. But here's the other thing. When you ask for more than you think is possible and it shows up, what more validation do you need that God and your dad and your loved ones are with you? Because that's it right there. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
He's pulling his energy back, and I think he just showed me this, which is watching you, and he's like slamming the lid down on your car. I think you need an oil change or something like this. Do you drive?
I do.
When did you last get your oil done?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why that's such a dad thing to do. As he's pulling his energy back, he's like, and go get her oil changed.
I was going to at some point this month.
That's so funny. That's okay. Don't feel bad. He just looked at me. He goes for you too, Blondie. Guilty. Aw, I hope that was helpful, hon.
It was. Thank you.
You're welcome, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye. Awesome. Okay, Diane. So
Hello.
while I was doing that reading, I totally understood what this was about. Did you catch it?
There was quite a few things.
Mm-hmm. Because there's something that you're trying to vibrationally build going forward as well.
Yes.
And you've been placing all these roadblocks in your visualizations moving forward.
Mhm.
And that's what I think that you needed to hear before we do your reading. So interesting. All right, you ready to do this?
I am.
Please forgive my poofy hair here. Like I said, so much intense loved ones that I got really hot. And when I get hot, it gets humid and my hair goes poof.
I completely understand.
All right, so let's do this. Both feet flat on the floor. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath. Picturing that deep breath starting at your big toe, slowly pulling it all the way up through your body and blow it straight towards me and give me a minute to focus. Okay, Diane, I apologize. I should remember who these people are, but I think it's your parents. Are both your parents on the other side?
No.
Okay, so then bear with me here, because there's two people on the other side that step forward holding hands. That's my symbol that they were together or married here in the physical world. They go one above you.
Mhm.
And then there is a younger person that's here, but see, my nose gets itchy right away, which is this person passed before we would think of as their time. So And I'm getting that he's kind of laughing. I think it's a he. And I feel like I should know who this is because I just got a hello. Do you understand the tragedy or the unexpected passing? The maybe not unexpected, but before we would think of as time, because I'm getting
Mhm.
tragedy symbols all over my. Who is this again to you?
Is this on my mom's side or my dad's side?
I can't tell which side this person is
Okay.
on. I just know that they're coming forward. They're showing me that they passed before they think we would think of as their time. It was definitely a tragedy because I can taste blood and my nose and everything is very itchy, which is a symbol of disfiguration or some type of the body didn't look the way it was supposed to look when we passed.
Okay.
So the dead will step forward with the details that help you understand who they are. They don't always say this is my name, whatever. Hold on. I'm hearing mom, 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 mom. I think this could be on mom's side of the family, but there's somebody that passed in the tragedy for sure. Definitely with white lighters all around them. So beings that are pure white light. You know what white lighters are, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, here's the thing. I don't think that this is around your mom. I can hear talking about mom because I think that the grandparents, I think this is grandparents, and I think that would be above mom, correct? They're both her
Mhm.
parents on the other side.
Yes.
Yeah. But this person, I got to be honest with you, feels not blood related.
Okay.
There's a lot of gratitude for you. There's a lot of love for you. I feel like this person is very appreciative of you being in their life in some way, shape, or form. They show me distance or space. It's interesting. Did you lose somebody recently? Because I've been reading for you for a while. I don't remember
Yeah.
this person coming through, but this person's coming through talking about how much they appreciate you, how much they love you. They're showing me distance or space, which is my symbol for either being a distance away from you before they died or not speaking to you for some time before they died.
Okay. I had a cousin recently die in his sleep.
Oh, shivers up and down my
Uh,
whole body.
Jeffy.
Do you see what I'm saying? This is what I
Yeah.
love about spirit. You've been a member for like a year or two now. This person's never come through. He
Okay.
recently passes away.
Yes.
Bam, here he is. So you're
Oh, hi, Jeff.
walking forward. He's okay now. You know how he was making my nose go itchy? That's
Mhm.
interesting. The way he's showing me this, because I know you said that he passed away in his sleep, but he's making me feel like either when they found him, he did not look anything like what he should have. Like I don't know if he was blue or what, but he's
Mhm.
also making me feel like he had started to deteriorate in looks before this happened.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yes. Yes.
So he was sick before.
Yes. A year before he was sick.
That would make sense because he keeps showing me that he had this slow deterioration before he passed.
Mhm.
And that's why the face was itchy. And then he's like, da 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 da, I'm perfect over here. He's like,
Yeah.
tell her I'm handsome.
Oh, he was always handsome. He always had a mischievous grin on him.
That's what he's doing. He's like, you tell her.
Yeah.
He pointed right here. He goes, you tell her
Yeah.
I'm still handsome.
Aw.
He said, please let them know that I'm free. I'm not in any pain anymore. And
Mhm.
there definitely was some physical pain, but that physical pain was not as bad as the mental trauma that was going on up here.
Okay. Yeah.
Trauma feels like I don't know if he knew he was going to die or if he knew he was sick to the point that
No.
he would die.
No.
But he's making me feel like the trauma of watching everybody around me witness my deterioration was worse than any pain that I was going through in my body. Do you
Okay.
understand that?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, please let them know that I am not in any pain anymore. And my feet
Mhm.
are good. My feet are good. I'm not cold. I'm good.
Okay.
Something about uncovering his feet before he passed, or something about being in bed and uncovering his feet. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
He's really excited to see you. It had been some time since you'd seen him.
Yes. Yes.
He's like, do you see how beautiful she is? And he's laughing at me because I dyed my hair right before we did this. So here we go. Too much information. And he's looking at you and he goes, look at, she's natural. He's totally teasing me about how old I look and how beautiful you are. Hardly any gray. Slow this down. He's giving love to your parents. Slow this down.
Mhm.
Your parents must still be together, correct?
Yeah,
Because I see
correct.
the heart going around the two of them, and he's
Mhm.
just, I feel grateful for their love together.
Mhm.
Makes sense? Are your parents one of the only couples in the family that stayed together all these years?
No, they all did.
Why does he have so much gratitude and love for them? I don't know how to explain this. He just makes me feel so much gratitude and love for your parents. Interesting.
I'm wondering if they were his godparents.
That would make sense by the way he's singling them out and showing
Mhm.
his gratitude and his love.
Yeah. But the interesting dynamics, my dad was a lot of fun.
Still is, I heard. Still is.
Oh yeah.
I heard you should go to one of those family dinners and hear the jokes. And then I saw pull my finger. That's funny. He's like liking your house. He's walking to your house. He's going, check out the digs. I like the digs. He's
Mhm.
like, keep visualizing, keep visualizing. Oh, it's him that was linking us up with the energy. Are you trying to move or do something moving forward?
I'm
Because
getting my house ready to sell.
isn't that funny that she needed the renovations and stuff?
Yeah.
He's like, did you hear what we were saying before about how, so when you were doing your visualizations with the house selling, you were putting all these roadblocks in there. If I can have A, B, and C, then I can sell my house. So
Yeah.
you were trying to visualize A, B, and C before you visualize the sale of the house. He's like
Yes.
cutting all of that out. He's like, could you
Yeah.
stop that, please? He's like,
Yeah.
just visualize yourself selling the house. Write down your perfect day. Write down,
Mhm.
find a book and write it down. The day that you wake up and you know something's different this day, and then you get the phone call and your house sold for more than you even expected, and just write it down. Close the book, give it to God, and
Mhm.
just get into the receptive mode. But stop putting those roadblocks in your
Yeah.
way to the future.
The thing is, I have no idea what I'm going to do when I sell it. I will find when I sell it, I'll just like, okay, I'm open to what the universe is going to send me.
Well,
I have been.
universe, here I have to stop you, because if you do that, then that's like saying, I got a new car. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going to get in and drive and we'll see where I end up.
Mhm.
You're taking a big chance when you do that, aren't you?
Yes.
So wouldn't it make more sense to pick a destination that sounds really fun and juicy and exciting,
Yeah.
and then drive to that location? So what I mean by this is when you say statements like, I have no idea what I'm going to do after this, that tells me that you haven't done enough, you haven't planned your route yet. That's why your house isn't sold yet, or why we're not at that point yet. So what I
Okay.
mean by this is that, sorry about that. What I mean by this is that you have to just start visualizing what makes you feel good. So what makes you
Mhm.
feel happiest when you're spending your time? And try to identify what are the things. So if I were in your shoes, I would start asking myself some questions like, what makes me the happiest? What things do I do during my day that give me the most peace,
Mhm.
the most
Yeah.
excitement? And once you identify those things, then just start visualizing doing those things. Just visualize
Mhm.
doing them. And then ask yourself questions like, so when I sell my house, where can I go that will match those emotions, that will bring that? And if you look at it as temporary and not permanent, sometimes
Okay.
people get stuck because they look at, okay, well, where do I go now? And it has to be the end chapter. This is it. Woohoo, the end, right? And then we get
Okay.
stuck
Okay.
because then it feels too big. It feels like, well, if I make
Mhm.
this choice, I'm stuck with it forever, right? And if
True.
you
True.
can look at it as this is just the next chapter, there's still so
Mhm.
many chapters coming up in your book. So where do you want to go next? What do you want to do next? You can have so many adventures. You're not trapped into just one. It's not all or nothing. So if you
Mhm.
can just visualize when you, instead of saying things to you, as soon as you say, hear yourself say, I don't know where I'm going next. You need to go, Diane, I do know where I'm going. I'm going
Yeah.
to a beach with sun and
Yes. I
and
picture myself in Costa Rica.
yeah.
I
Please.
need, I like to, I want to see the water. I want to hear the water. A soft sandy beach.
That's what I'm seeing in my head. So just visualize that and keep visualizing that. And it will just, what you're going to see is that the universe will provide multiple opportunities for you to match that vibration. So when you feel the vibration, the universe correlates to manifest it for you. And that's
Yeah.
literally how it goes. So when you feel all of the happiness and joy and excitement and eagerness that comes with that connection and that purpose, when you visualize where you're going, that just being in that place, being in the sun, on the beach, and knowing that that's coming, whether it be today or tomorrow or next year, you know that's where you're going. And when you feel that lift your vibration, and the universe will align you with the opportunities and the circumstances that will take you right there, and you don't have to try. Your job is not to try. Your job is just to feel it.
Okay.
Your cousin says, and by the way, I'm going with you.
I don't think
going. He's like, it's about time I took a vacation.
Yes.
Please let his family know he's okay. He's at peace, and he's thanking them for the way that they came together to lay him to rest. And he wants them to know that yes, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I feel like there was a lot of choices and decisions that had to be made around his passing. And I feel some disagreements in this. I feel like people had some discord about how to do this, right? And so he's really wanting to give some comfort to the people that made these choices and decisions, and let them know that he's at peace on the other side, and very grateful for what they did for him. He kissed your cheek. He's like, thank you for letting me come through. He's definitely, is he related to your mom's parents?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think on both sides, from my grandma and my grandpa. They were, it's a long story.
That's okay.
We're all interbred.
Well, he's definitely with them on the other side. Is there any questions before they pull their energy back?
Yeah, I'm concerned about my dad's health.
So when you say that, your cousin steps forward and he goes, and I'm like, what does this mean? And he goes, how long have they been saying that? We just said all of this stuff about taking the roadblocks out and visualizing what you want. And then you immediately spelled out, I'm concerned about my dad's health.
Yeah.
So not that I'm criticizing that, but what he's trying to say is visualize that too. Okay. Visualize. So put it this way. If it was the end of your dad's time, then you would want him to be free and happy and at peace, not here and in pain, right?
Yes.
So I'm not seeing a huge amount of pain or anything around him. I'm seeing that he's got some dis-ease for sure, which will manifest into disease if you allow it to go on. But I feel like he needs to get out of the house. He needs to find some purpose. He needs to be around people. He needs that interaction again. And I'm seeing a lot of older people right now as they're giving up. They're giving up. They don't want to be in this world if they can't be here with their loved ones. And I don't blame them. So if you can just pour on the love for your dad, and if you can love him up in your visualization and talk to God, talk to your loved ones, and thank them for filling him with health. And then inspire him to be healthy by giving him things to get excited for. So plan a barbecue. That's 2 weeks from now. Do you know what I mean? Or a week from now. Plan an event that is like a little bit ahead of time, where he's going to see people coming from all over the place, and he's going to feel excited, and give him a job. Like, Dad, we can't barbecue without you. You got to be there. We need you. You know what I mean? Build him up in that way and you will see the dis-ease disappear.
Okay. And I'm a surpriser. They live 3 hours away. I will just show up at their door.
Awesome.
So, but like giving them, say, okay, I'm coming in 2 weeks, that would give him some anticipation and
Something
positive
to,
energy.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And build it up. And your dad likes ice cream, right?
Oh my God, does he ever?
Because she's saying, it's your grandma that's coming for, but I think this is dad's mom on the other side. Dad's mom's on the other side. She's
Yeah.
been there for a long time, hey?
Long time. He was a toddler.
Yeah. Because she said she wants you to give him some lemon ice cream. Now, here's the thing. I want you to get a bunch of lemons, freeze them,
Yeah.
and then grate the lemon peel and put it a tablespoon of grated frozen lemon peel in a small dish of vanilla ice cream, and give that to your dad every day.
Okay.
A lot of people don't understand this, and doctors are not allowed to tell you this. They literally have to take an oath when they get their license, saying that they will not tell you about natural cures if there is a pill for it. They have to tell you about the pharmaceutical. They can't tell you about the natural. Frozen grated lemon peel, 1 tablespoon of frozen grated lemon peel every day is 400 times more effective at treating cancer than chemotherapy.
Oh, wow.
Bill Gates tried to patent the government once. He spent 3 years petitioning the government to allow him to patent the lemon. He wanted to buy it, patent it, and shelve it so that we couldn't have it, so that only his medications would cure it.
Okay. Yeah.
And they've kept this knowledge away from a lot of people. So if your dad likes ice cream, I promise you it's delicious too, because lemon peel is quite strong, right?
Oh, I love it.
But when you put it in some vanilla ice cream, it has like the texture of coconut, but it is lemon and it's very light, lemony. It is so good. If you're worried about your dad's health, don't worry about his health. Tell your mom you give him 1 dish of this lemon peel ice cream every single day, and you're going to see your dad's health go up like this. And give him things to get excited for and purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have been craving lemon so strongly for the last 2-3 months.
Yeah, you're a little psychic, Dan. And our loved ones, our guides on the other side, they're trying to give us this information, right? But we don't always know. If we're so focused on the problem, then we don't understand what's going on with that. So the next time that you get a craving like that, it's funny you say that, because I just had an experience with this recently. I was craving asparagus so bad. And I'm like, what is going on with this? So I Googled it. Why am I craving asparagus? So what you need to do the next time you're like lemon, 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 I want you to look it up. What do lemons do? Do you know what I mean? If you start looking up what do lemons do and what is the power of the lemon peel, then you would have gotten the information I was just given to give to you for your dad. You're a little bit psychic.
Yeah.
These messages come in the form of thoughts. They feel like your thoughts. They're not really your thoughts, but they feel like your thoughts. They just usually feel, if you can understand this, a little bit heavier than your normal thought. It's like a thought that interrupts or pushes out your other thoughts and kind of takes over. And that's how you can tell that that is not originating inside your own head, that this is coming from another source. They are absolutely guiding you because you've been talking to them and doing a lot of internal work. And I think that's why they wanted you to hear Holly's messages earlier, so that you could learn how to fine tune that in order to take you exactly where you're wanting to go. You're not alone on that beach, just so you know. I'm seeing you falling in love. But you got to get yourself from this vibration into that one, and you're getting closer and closer. You're kind of like me, you know, when I was healing, I was like, I am not dating right now because I'm broken, and I'm just going to attract more broken people, and I don't want that. And not just that, even if I wasn't broken, by dating when I'm still trying to heal, it's like being bruised and then having somebody touch your bruise. You know what I mean? You're too sensitive yet. You're coming out of that bruise. and you're moving into a situation in your life where you are full of confidence and love and joy and inspiration. And that is the energy that you are going to be in when Mr. You know who comes walking into your world. And there's that connection and that love that's going to be beyond anything that you've felt so far. So your future is like getting very exciting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Keep doing that work. I can feel it like it was happened yesterday. The vibration is that strong. And a dog. As they're pulling their energy back, there's a dog I'm hearing. I'm seeing like a big golden lab or a big dog like this in some way. And I think somebody around you just lost their dog not long ago. Because I don't think it's your dog. I got to be honest with you. You don't have a dog, do you?
Never.
There is some kind of dog here, and I'm seeing it walking on the beach or something like this. So somebody around you lost a big dog recently.
Recently. Okay.
Within the last year, I would say, because they're interrupting your reading, and they don't usually. It's kind of like your cousin, right? Your cousin didn't come through in your previous readings because he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Now that he's dead, he's like, first chance he gets, he's pushing right through, right? Something about this dog is at peace. So if all of a sudden you run into one of your friends and they're like, my dog died, you're going to go, well, that's cool. Go watch this video I just did with this crazy girl. You'll see the dog came through. And there's something about letting them know he's running on the beach. He, she, whatever sex the dog is running on the beach. They are in dog paradise on the other side. And whoever this is still has their chew toys or something, because I'm hearing that. And they're like squeaking that. My sister has a dog. Oh, they love you so much. I hope that was helpful.
It was. When I heard that Jeffy passed, I just said, I look forward to talking to you through Tracy.
Aww. And when, can I ask, when did you hear about him passing?
I think he passed in January, maybe February.
So he waited to take his time to come through when he was ready. You know what he just said in my head? He said, the last time we talked, you were too busy. You had so many people going on, and he wanted to have lots of time. And today's member readings, there was only 2 of you. So we had as much time as we needed.
Yes. That just warms my soul.
He's like, keep talking to me and keep vibrationally creating that beach vacation, because he wants to go with you. And they don't go wherever the heck they want to go. They're bound to us by the love bonds. So where you go, he goes.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, yeah, so plan the vacation, would you? I want a vacation. Awesome. He's definitely pulling his energy back. Was that your phone?
I am, yeah.
That was a weird noise, right?
I know.
Because, you know, that's actually one of my signs from the universe is that when you're saying something and there's a ding or a click or a something right after you say something, that's the universe's way of putting an exclamation point on whatever you've just said.
Yeah.
And what I just said was, he loves you so much. And then he goes, click, in a very weird way. Anyway.
I love him too.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll let it go for there. Have an awesome Easter weekend.
You too, Tracy. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And everybody who's watching, I will upload this video this time. I'm sorry, I've been so bad at not uploading them recently. But like I said, I'm going to my sister's this afternoon. I'm giving her control of all the website, all of that kind of stuff, teaching her how to do that. And then go to my hands. She'll be doing that from now on. It'll be like clockwork. She's a Gemini. They're good for that. Awesome. All right. Take care.
You too. Bye.